So, this is apparently a thing, I guess. Yeah, for some reason I've noticed, like, in the past few weeks that there's been this weird, like, resurgence of a PBS kids show. And I mean, with good reason, it's actually a fun show. I was just like, hey, I want to talk about, this show real quick, and I guess since it's had a massive resurgence, I will chat about it. I figured, why not? Let's give this a shot. Like, let's see what everyone thinks of this. And that is the sudden resurgence of Wordgirl. Now, if you don't know what Wordgirl was a PBS show that was basically about a superhero girl that flew around fighting villains and teaching words, like the meaning of words. And you may be thinking, all right, this is PBS. It's probably not going to have a lot of good shit to it. Like, it's not going to be like a good show. It's actually very funny. Like, one of the things I've noticed with this massive resurgence of the show is that a lot of people are doing like these out of context compilations. And if it proves anything with this show, is that this show is perfect on comedic timing. Like, no lie, this show is amazing at its comedic timing, especially in the voice acting. I don't know who was in charge of the voice acting or who was the voice director of this show, but they needed a raise. I hope they got a raise every season, because that show had me freaking dying laughing every time I watched it. And it's funny too, because I actually watched this show several years back when it was still like premiering, and I stumbled upon it by accident. Like, I remember I was in a hotel room just watching like laying on the couch watching random channels, and then show pops on, and it's actually it was actually pretty funny. Like, and yeah, PBS is known for really good content throughout its life. I'm pretty sure I remember there was a massive fan base for Cyber Chase. I never saw Cyber Chase, but I guess I should give that a shot. Of course, we had Mr. Rogers, Sesame Street, things like that. And yeah, I think a lot of people wrote the show off because it was a show that was on PBS, and PBS is usually known for like really young children's television. But the thing about PBS is that it's supposed to teach you to learn, and there's some really good writing in that, in any kind of public television. Like, you can find really good writers at any point. I don't know, again, I don't know where this came from. Maybe someone can explain this to me, of like why Wordgirl suddenly popped up again. Like, I don't understand why this show has made a comeback. And like, in a weird way, because I've seen some amazing animatics on here on YouTube. I have seen some really awesome animatics on YouTube, as it is with Toby and Becky. Toby being a character voiced by Patton Oswalt, who's more or less, he builds robots to get Wordgirl's attention because he has a crush on her. And like, I get the ship. Like, a lot of people really are going into diehard ship with that, and I'm like, I don't mind it. It's not like the character tried to murder her multiple times. It was more like he attacked her, but he knew the robots were no match for her. It was more like to get her attention. But here, it's just a kid. It's not like some psycho-abusive asshole who uses a crossguard lightsaber to mentally terrorize a woman who is emotionally vulnerable. Fuck you, Abrams. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm a little more at peace with that ship. There's also, like I said, there is some amazing voice talents in here. You have Weird Al played a villain. Tom Kenny plays a villain who's called Dr. Two Brains, who is a cheese-obsessed, like mad scientist who has two brains. It's way funnier than it makes it out to be. And if anything, if you wanted to go like inner comic book geek with this, is the Wordgirl villains are a lot like the Flash rogues. It's very much like, that's what when I was picking up on the show, is that it's very much like the Rogues Gallery, where they have like a rapport with the superhero. Like the villains have a rapport with the superhero, and they have like a lot of respect for her, and even like get advice from her or give advice to her. It's very much like how the Flash and like Captain Cold or like Mirror Master or all of them like hang out and be bud. Like sometimes are like have like respect for them. So yeah, it's it's a lot of fun. There is also, again, like Christian Skull, who most of you would know best as Louise from Bob's Burger, or more importantly, Gravity Falls as Mabel. She's in here. She plays a great villain. I think she has some of the best lines. Her and Patton Oswalt, have some of the best lines in the show, because obviously they're the big guest stars. Although it is weird that Patton Oswalt, he is a recurring character. He's not like a one-off. He's recurring. Same with Tom Kenny, where he is a recurring villain. Also, there's an announcer who breaks the fourth wall on occasion, and that is the voice of Jerry from Rick and Morty. And most of you guys, yes, he was also played the narrator in Maneater, the killer shark game. I like the headcanon that the after the show ended for Wordgirl, that guy went off to do the narration for Maneater. That's my headcanon. I'm sticking to it. Anyway, so I just thought it'd be kind of fun. Like, if you're curious about the show, I think you can find some episodes on YouTube. I think they have it cataloged on PBS on their network or their internet website. There's the word. Words. I don't know what they mean. But yeah, I would say give this a shot. And also, someone please explain to me why Wordgirl suddenly made a roaring comeback. I don't understand why this is a thing. I don't know. I'm happy it's back, and I'm glad people are more getting into it. It's a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of them of doing the Adventure Time song. When I don't remember you with Two Brains and Wordgirl, which is also funny because Tom Kenny also voiced Ice King from Adventure Time. But anyway. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a very much an all-ages show. It's got some just great humor and some neat action, too. The animation's pretty basic, but again, this is a PBS show. It wasn't getting the best budget. It wasn't getting the major budget. Anyway, so, yeah, there you go, guys. I thought this would be a fun video. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Wordgirl? And have you seen it? Have you seen the resurgence? If you haven't already, at least go check out the Out of Context compilations and see for yourself how funny they are. So there you go. I just thought this would be a fun, quick video. And as always, hope you all enjoyed this. If you haven't already, hit the link below. Head on over to my Patreon, where if you hit the 4th tier, you guys can there's other tiers, of course, but if you hit the 4th tier, you can not only get access to all the videos and whatnot that are on my Patreon, but also get I can't talk today. Also have the ability to send me a request for me to do here on YouTube. So you guys can go to the link, hit that below. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.